And I'm live. I get ready to break my fast with today's OMAD meal. OMAD is an acronym stands for 1 meal a day, which means I eat only one time per day. It's 1958 in Sweden, 2026, 0805, and I'm about to break my fast with today's OMAD meal. I might be watching some videos as I do this now. So, here we go. So, I took the oven form out of the oven, or silicon glass oven form, and it was still too hot for me to carry it with my hands and put it on the wooden bed. Here's my big bag of supplements. I'm going to load up these grand post supplements, which means all the supplements I take after finishing my meal. This is an old, empty Lactobacillus reuteri D3K2 supplement bottle. So I use this bottle to load up the post-meal supplements. Here we go. Niacinamide, vitamin B3. L-theanine GABA. Multi-enzyme complex. These are digestive enzymes. Magnesium complex. B complex. Omega-3 fish oil. Garlic tablets. These are garlic tablets. L-theanine. One is L-theanine with GABA, and this is L-theanine standard. Lactobacillus reuteri D3K2. ashwagandha. I'm just going to break my fast with today's OMAD meal. I'll be having it live. Trying.
Today, the Department of Justice, in coordination with the Homeland Security Task Force, announced the unsealing of 5 separate indictments against high-ranking CJNG leaders. We're also announcing today with the State Department more than $100 million in rewards for information leading to the arrest of not only the 5 that were just unsealed today, but 3 indicted, previously unsealed cases against additional CJNG leadership. As alleged in today's indictments and the previous indictments that were unsealed, these cartel members have been charged with a range of crimes, including running drug networks, organizing highly trained hitmen responsible for murders and attempted assassinations, procuring weapons, money laundering, and deadly drug manufacturing and distribution. 3 of the alleged cartel members were also allegedly committing a sophisticated fraud targeting elderly Americans in an alleged timeshare fraud scheme.
To my customized ketchup. Upgraded. And some kefir, lactose-free kefir.
The U.S. box office is on pace for its best performance in years, but it's doing it with a shrinking audience. How does that work? Well, simply put, prices have risen. Attendance is down. It's been down since the pandemic, and you could argue that film audiences are just smaller than they've ever been. But when they do go to the theater, they're willing to pay more for them. Big blockbusters like The Odyssey, which has filled out IMAX theaters, which cost a lot more than a regular ticket. People are coming to those theaters in droves. They've sold out IMAXs across the country. Movies have to be a real experience for people to want to shell out the money. It's just becoming an increasingly expensive proposition. And if you want to go, it has to be big. It has to be The Odyssey. It has to be Spider-Man. It has to be an auteur like Chris Nolan doing his thing over and over again. Because the studios are charging more, they have to give more, right? Whether it's filming through IMAX or animation or other sort of big blockbuster events with lots of special effects, they need to stand out more to compete against YouTube, Netflix, social media in general, which has taken away so many eyeballs. And I think that's where a lot of the big muscle in Hollywood is sort of trending towards. This is like the biggest summer that Hollywood has had in years, and it's an opportunity for these studios to sort of show, here's what we can do. At the same time, they're still fighting Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. It's just taken away so much of the attention, and Hollywood just needs to keep proving itself.
Would you listen to music made by AI? Because Spotify wants it in your playlist. Imagine taking your favorite song, remixing it, or creating an entirely different version using AI, turning one track into thousands. That's the new tool that Spotify is building with Universal Music and independent label group Merlin. Spotify is going all in on AI to attract users. It says 25% of its listeners are already using its features. But not everyone is ready to press play. Subscribers have complained that they're being served AI-generated music without knowing it. Spotify says it'll only intervene when AI is used to impersonate an artist without permission. But that's not just a theory. A man in North Carolina is being accused of using AI to flood Spotify with fake songs, then deploying bots to stream them billions of times. Meanwhile, every music revolution comes with a price tag. The company says that higher AI spending will hit off it's this quarter, even as it passes 300 million paid subscribers. And as Spotify turns dominance into profits, price hikes become part of the strategy. Or as Spotify's management puts it, if you want to live in the future, you can. You just pay more.
Finally, the time has come. The comedy event of the year finally arrived. It's been 6 long years since we got a brand new hour of material from comedy's most valiant defender, the great and powerful Joe Rogan. Every era of comedy has its greats, guys, and you may not like it, but Joe is inarguably one of the greats now. He is the biggest and most successful comic on earth, and the valiant leader of the highly endangered 250 comics. In case you don't know what I'm talking about and have had your head planted firmly in the sand for the past 6 years, there are only 250 comics left in the entire world.
Because there's so few of us. And worldwide, we were talking about this the other day. There's maybe 500 of us on the planet. You know, you got to be real generous and say 500 because it's really probably about 250.
Whoa.
Right. Like legit comics. Guys you want to hang out with. Guys who are fun.
Please say you want to hang out with me. And the future looks grim for the 250, sadly. Only a couple years ago, there were still 2,000 of them, which isn't a lot, but still. They're dwindling fast, suffering many, many casualties. But Joe's doing his best to protect them, which is admirable, considering he's the greatest stand-up comedian of our time. As you can see, he's earned his spot amongst heroes like Robin Williams, Richard Pryor, Bill Hicks, all these guys. And maybe you disagree, but we have no objective way to measure the quality of a comic other than by their revenue.
I have what you call fuck you money.
So this multimillionaire is by far the best of the best. My parents had George Carlin and Richard Pryor. My grandparents had acts like the Marx Brothers, Red Skelton, and Al Jolson. And we are truly blessed because we get to exist on this planet at the same time as guys like Andrew Schultz.
Now that right there was a seamless transition into an ad if I've ever seen one before. Flawless perfection, and you deserve it, but so does BetOnline.ag.
Bert Kreischer. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Hello, I'm Tony Hinchcliffe. Come check out Kill Tony tonight. Watch me do magical stuff like that.
I wish I was like a motherfucking dog. Everybody knows that you need a hug. What's up, bitch? I'm a motherfucking lobster.
Nailed it.
Anything I have, maybe in my life, but definitely in recent memory. I've been going at it hard.
Okay, well, sounds like Joe is ready and I am too, so let's prepare to laugh. Take notes, liberals. Emotional blind spot. The part of you that your ego does not want to acknowledge. All the things we do not wish to be. But to become a fully actualized person, those aspects need to be assimilated somehow. And if not assimilated, the repressed shadow will find all sorts of ways to leak out subconsciously. And as you'll see in this bit, whether he wants to do this or not, Joe's obsession with ass play gets put front and center. So here we're about to see some clear shadow leakage as Joe graphically describes the unbridled pleasure of anal probing.
Imagine if you have your greatest orgasm ever on an operating table on a spaceship. Oh, Jesus!
Make them just jizz all over themselves. Just,
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God!
Greatest orgasm ever, he says. Well, that may be so, but Joe, you don't need to wrap that admission up inside a story about aliens. It's not a surprise, guys, if you've been studying Joe Rogan as long as I have. You'll remember the time he publicly opined on how great it would be to become a woman and get fucked by some guy.
I know you well enough to know. You, Joe Rogan, if there was a technology that could instantly turn you into a woman,
yeah,
you wouldn't hesitate to turn into
I'd like
a
to
woman.
feel a dick inside me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
As a woman.
Yeah.
And
And
I don't think it made me gay.
That's pretty gay.
What happens is you become a woman who actually feels the way a woman feels when she's attracted to a
Signed.
man, and a guy with a dick like a battering ram.
But it's like, you know, he's curious. He's gay curious. So, today's OMAD me a little bit smaller than usual. I'm done. possible dose of supplements. Joe Rogan is one of these deep state puppet shows that taught me with Vaccine Demos, taught me with throat shaving his podcast. It sounds crazy, but I've had several C-level people participate in the talk. I'm not talking video talking 6.1 gang stalking. And Rogan is one of these celebrities that because he was recruited by the company because he found my channel. He's told me what passive messages before in a week. And he's a shell. I made several videos. And Mike's I make videos exposing as a shell seems to be a touchy issue because I've had several videos proof of hate speech. Rogan shell for the deep set element of hate speech. Rogan shell with 12 or 9 level hate speech. There seems to be like a touchy like a thing they don't like. If I make videos expose Rogan as a deep state shell. And I've been saying that for years. And I see that catch on. A lot of people are catching on. Where for years I've been saying Rogan is a deep state shell, a puppet. And I look at his YouTube channel. Now more people are saying the same thing. He's compromised, he's been captured by the establishment, he's a puppet, he's a shell. I've been saying that for years. So I just finished today's OMAD meal. My name is Mike, so I'm a Christian talk with gang software talk videos. And